Hi, my name is Marco Klupper. I am recording this for my Principles of Procurement class that I'm taking during the summer of 2024. Today's date is June 29th, 2024, and this is an assignment regarding the cultural differences of international trade. I have chosen Japan as my country of choice. Uh, and the reason for that is I know here in Indiana we have at least three different car manufacturers that are Japanese companies. I think like Honda, Toyota, and Subaru all have plants here. So I thought it would be a good one to choose. Now, there's several cultural differences that one is going to want to pay attention to. First thing I want to point out is what I'm wearing right here. This would not fly. The Ivy Tech hat and T-shirt, and yeah, I probably should shave. And yeah, if I showed up like this at a business meeting in Japan, or probably most places, but especially Japan, they are especially formal. Just my appearance before I even said anything would be an insult. Also, Japanese people tend to be more withdrawn and quiet, even in business. They consider direct and loud uh, communication to be rude, so you need to watch out for that. Also, they have where they make their decisions mostly based on consensus and they take their time. So they don't want to be rushed and they need a chance to discuss things and they have to run it up the chain of command, so to speak, because they also have a hierarchy that they take very seriously. Status and age play heavily into that. One thing to keep in mind is that if you are on as part of a group who is trying to land a contract or do business with a Japanese company, you need to know your place. And by this I mean if you aren't the head guy in your negotiating group, you need to make sure that you aren't talking to the head guy in their negotiating group. They do not feel comfortable talking to people at different status levels, and it is seen as rude if you try to talk to somebody at a higher status than them. That would be taken as an insult. So you have to be careful of that. Also, like I said, they do like to take their time. So chances are, anytime you're going to do business with a Japanese company, there are going to be a lot of meetings and a lot of dinners and that kind of thing because it's going to take them a while to become comfortable with you before they're willing to pull the trigger and say, okay, we're going to do business with you. They also have quite the routine. I don't know if routine's the right word here, but when it comes to business cards, they take business cards very seriously as well. You don't just hand a Japanese business person your business card. You just don't stick it in their pocket. There's like they basically you hand it to them with two hands as they're handing you theirs, and then you take theirs, you look at it, you read at it, you acknowledge it before you put it away in your business card holder. That's it. That's an important. Once again, routine doesn't seem to be the right word here, but you know what I'm trying to say. Um, in addition to this, most people have seen on TV shows or movies, whatever, where you're always the Japanese people are always bowing to each other if you're doing business with them. You bow to them, that kind of thing. However, my research seems to indicate that unless you are really very familiar with Japanese culture and how it all works, you're probably better off just giving a quick handshake at the beginning and end of any meeting. because the bowing also follows a certain hierarchy where it really depends on who you are, who they are, who's supposed to bow first, the angle of the bow, and all these things come into consideration. So if you really don't know all the particulars, you could once again come across as insulting. So you're better off just doing the quick handshake thing at the beginning and the end, and that will be accepted as fine. Now, uh, the reason why one should research things like this is because it would be really easy to make a mistake that could come across as insulting to your partner from the other country, or one person that you want to be your potential partner in business in the other country. And obviously anybody that you insult even accidentally is not going to be too keen at doing business with you. So that's why it's important to research. Speaking of research, besides just some general knowledge that I already had, but I also looked up some information on my American Express website because I have an American Express card, and they actually have a section where they discuss cultural differences for business in different countries. Obviously, American Express expects people to use their American Express card when doing business in different countries, so they have that as a feature on their website. So, I learned that it's important to do research, because if you don't, you could end up with your foot in your mouth or worse when you're doing business with people that aren't like you, that you run into every day. When you're in a different part of the world with different cultures. So that should wrap up my video. I hope you like it. Thank you.